Good morning, fruity cutie with that booty. What's up? My name is Jeanette, also known as Ms.FitVegan, and today this is my breakfast. Well, before breakfast, I had water. So I like to drink spring water, any spring water, but I like the glass one because, we fancy like that over here. So I had one bottle of water. Sometimes I have two, depending on how much I sweat in my workout. And then now I am going to have grapes and oranges. So I already started eating. I had a bag of grapes. I washed them and I wanted to show you guys. I'm sure you know this, but in case you don't, if you're not putting lemon on your grapes, are you even living life? I don't really know. Lemon on the grapes is a game changer, bro. You gotta try it. It's so good. And then I'm gonna have some oranges. And I don't know if this is enough. I only know until I'm done. If I eat this fruit, which is not a lot, and I'm still hungry, I will have some nice cream. So I have always have frozen bananas in the freezer. I'll make a bowl of ice cream. These are of course Sumo oranges. You got to stock up because the season's almost over, boo. Sumo oranges are obviously the most amazing oranges, but we also have these. And these are golden nuggets, which I got from Whole Foods the other day. And I remember when I was so spoiled that my friend Sherry used to send me freshly picked golden nuggets. Spoiled. But I'm going to California next week. Maybe I could find some. Okay, so basically, what I wanted to talk to you about today is setting boundaries with your food and what your responsibility is. So if somebody in your life is trying to force you or fear monger you or trying to say that, this is too much fruit or this is too much sugar or you're not eating healthy, first of all, I want you to look at them. Do you want to trade places with them? That's number one. You evaluate the situation. Are they healthier than you? Do they have the goals you have? Do they have the weight you want? Do they have the bone structure, the muscles you want? Do they have the health and the body, the physique and the mood and the energy that you want? Okay, if they don't have everything you want physically, mentally, emotionally, when it comes to health, I wouldn't take, advice from them. Don't ever take advice from anybody you don't want to trade places with. Okay, that's number one. Evaluate their situation. Do you want to trade places with them? Okay, if you don't want to trade places with them, but you love them, that's your husband or your wife or your best friend, and they're trying to tempt you and have you eat unhealthy food, it's very important that you set a boundary. It's very important that you express yourself in a very kind and calm way and say, thank you so much for understanding that I would like to choose to eat a raw vegan diet and I no longer want to eat that unhealthy food. And I really appreciate if you do not offer me or buy it for me or tempt me with it by, maybe you can't have them eat it around you, and that's your right. Your feelings are valid. That's a boundary. So maybe they have to eat their junk food not around you. Just for now, ask them just for now. It's just for now. Because let me tell you something right now. In the beginning of my raw vegan journey, I couldn't go to TGI Fridays anymore. I couldn't go to Subways or McDonald's or Carvel or Baskin Robbins. I had to not be as social as I used to be because it was very tempting for me for the first, few months, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Now I can go into a McDonald's, bring my fruit, no problem. Not that I hang out with people that eat McDonald's, but my best friend does eat Burger King once in a while though. Shout out to Awa. I can go into a Burger King, bring some Sumos. I'm not even tempted. It still smells good. Burger King smells good, but just like a candle that smells good, I'm not going to eat that candle. I see Burger King the same way as a candle. That is not food. That is not food. Okay, so the boundary thing is really difficult because, of course, if you're like me, you might be a recovering food addict, but also a recovering people pleaser, and you don't want to be alone. It's hard to be alone. We're not designed to be alone, and so if it's your significant other or your friends or your family, it's hard to set a boundary, especially when it comes to food, because we want to make people happy. We don't want conflict. But here's the point of this message, okay? This is the last thing I'm going to say. It is not your job to make somebody happy. It is your job to make yourself happy and healthy. It is your job to take care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. It is not your job to make other people feel better, to make other people feel good. It is not your job to prevent someone from being disappointed. I always say in a social setting with food, someone's going to be disappointed, either you or them. For example, if you go to the wedding and everybody's doing a toast with champagne, but you don't drink anymore, and you request water, or they do shots at the bar. You go out with your friends and they all want to do a shot because somebody, graduated law school and everybody's celebrating and you're the only one. Come on, Jeanette. It's just once. Please, it's important to us. And you have a choice. Are you going to disappoint them or are you going to disappoint you? In a social setting where you choose yourself, where you choose to be healthy, someone's always going to be disappointed. But the difference is when you disappoint them, their disappointment lasts minutes. When you disappoint you, your disappointment lasts a lifetime. It feels really good to keep your word to yourself. It feels really good to stand up for yourself, even though it also feels really hard and horrible. Trust me, I don't like to set boundaries either. No people pleasers love to set boundaries. I don't want to disappoint anyone. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be antisocial, but I cannot choose someone else's feelings over my own. I have to eat the way I want to eat, to feel the way I want to feel, to do the things that I know I was born to do in this life. You need a lot of energy to accomplish all the things that you were born to do here. You understand that, right? You need to feel good. You need to look good. You need to be in a good mood. You need to have really good energy. And the only way that I can do that is to eat healthy. So that's the end of the video. I love you. I want you to get inspired to set a boundary that needs to be set in your life. Write it out first. Practice it in the mirror and say it in a calm, constructive way. Maybe you need to call them and read a script, or maybe you need to write a letter, or maybe you need to send a voicemail, maybe it's a text message, but you need to get that boundary out there in a calm, kind, respectful way, because people are not mind readers. They don't know what you need. They don't know what you want. They don't know what your boundaries are. If you don't tell people your boundaries and they disrespect your boundaries, how can they be blamed? They can't be blamed. You're the only one to blame. And don't forget, it's not your job to make somebody happy. It's your job to take care of your body and be healthy. Because your body, I hate to tell you this, but it's on loan. You know that, right? You are renting your body. And you're going to have to give it back. And whether you believe in God or not, I hope you do, but, it's not my responsibility to make you believe in God. You see? But God's going to ask you, why didn't you take care of this body that I lent you, motherfucker? I'm just saying, you might want to take care of it today. Do me a favor down below. I want you to write hashtag 24 hours, and that lets me know that you're going to stay healthy, whether it's raw or cooked, it doesn't matter. I want you to stay healthy and off the processed foods, the chemicals, the toxins, the dead animal body parts, the processed sugar for 24 hours. Just 24 hours. We're going to take care of tomorrow, but just hashtag 24 hours below so I know who's doing it with me, okay? Love you, boo. I'll see you soon. Bye.